don't want you to protest. I don't want you to riot. I don't want you to write to your congressman because I wouldn't know what to tell you to write. I don't know what to do about the depression and the inflation and the Russians and the crime in the street. All I know is that first, you've got to get mad.
Hello everyone and welcome again to another episode of An Atheist Gets Mad. I'm your host, Aaron Sharp, and today we're going to be continuing our look at the video entitled Proof That God, Allah, Exists. And this is from the Love Allah 328 channel. We started this last week. If you didn't check the first video out, the link will be in the description below, and also there will be an annotation on the screen. And you know what? Since this is a part 2, let's just jump right into this thing.
This little spider, 3 days after coming into existence, is able to make such a web.
Okay, so what?
Look at the monarch butterfly.
And now he's talking about butterflies. It's so amazing that spiders are able to make webs, therefore God. No fucking reason to look into the science behind it, but also, hey, check out butterflies too. You fucking credulous piece of shit.
It migrates every year. From Mexico City.
Okay, he goes on to explain the migration of a monarch butterfly. And from what I can tell, and from what my biologist friend here has told me, this part is actually kind of true. Okay, so yeah, they do have migratory behavioral patterns. But again, to explain this, I'm going to bring up the example of cicadas. Like I've stated before, cicadas have a natural rhythmic pattern on when they are in hibernation and when they come out from hibernation. But it's structured in such a way that it's almost like a semi-random pattern. The reason being is that biology is a natural fucking arms race, okay? If all of the cicadas were to hatch at a certain time, say every 5 years specifically, then another predator would have picked up over the millions and millions of years of evolution that these things come out every 5 years, and it would adapt to this and have some sort of adaptation that makes them be able to capture more of these things every 5 years. So the cicada actually has a semi-random pattern to trick all of the predators. So when it does come out of hibernation, yeah, a lot of fucking predators get them, but a fuckload more of them actually get to survive and reproduce and do their thing. See, because it's an evolutionary advantage for them to have this natural rhythmic pattern. It's the same fucking thing with these butterflies, okay? So a butterfly has been evolving, again, for hundreds of millions of years. So yeah, it may seem like a weird pattern to you that this year it does one thing, and then this year it does another thing, and then that year it does another thing, until like 5 generations or whatever, and then it comes back full circle to the start. That may seem weird to you, but 5 fucking years in the span of 500 million years is like nothing in comparison. Again, over the course of those millions of years, somehow it found out that migrating to those places at that certain time throughout the generations is beneficial in some way. Okay? That doesn't mean that fucking God did it. It means that it was beneficial. And if it was even slightly beneficial, then it would definitely help something with a short gestation period as a butterfly be able to fucking survive. Okay? But that's your fucking problem, is that you don't even believe that the fucking evolution thing even happened in the first place, so it's incredibly difficult for you to wrap your tiny little fucking brain around the idea that these things adapted to have this fucking trait. Yeah, it may seem amazing, a lot of things are goddamn amazing, but it doesn't mean that they're designed. We know with 100% certainty that rivers are able to erode the earth around them. So that means that the fact that waterfalls exist and them being amazing doesn't mean that anybody had to specifically fucking create it. You get water, you get dirt, bam, you have a fucking waterfall after a few 100,000 years. This is not supernatural, it's natural!
I ask, each generation has gone to a place where it has never been before. Each generation has gone to a place, the first generation go from Mexico City to Texas. The second from there to the Great Lakes. The third from there to the East Coast. And the fourth from the East Coast to Mexico City. Each generation has traveled thousands or hundreds of miles to a place where it has never been before. How does it get to this place?
By flying, you fool.
How does it know that it has to get to this place?
It doesn't need to know that it's going anywhere. It's a natural animal instinct. That's what you're talking about when you're talking about natural animal instincts. That's like asking, how does your dog know to fuck another dog when its pheromones are produced? This is a stupid fucking question. They know to do it because it's natural to them to do it. It's not like a butterfly is consciously thinking to themselves, hey, fucking, I want to go vacation in Texas. No, they don't think that. They don't think very much at all, except for maybe fucking find the pollen or whatever the fuck they eat. Evade predators. I don't know. They don't fucking think about things. They're bugs. They're fucking bugs. Stop putting human characteristics on animals.
Who guides this butterfly?
Nobody needs to guide the fucking talking butterfly.
Scientists to this very day say that this butterfly flies high when the wind is behind it. And it flies low when the wind is against it. To this very day, they do not know why it does this. And how it knows the wind is behind it.
Oh my god! This is so fucking stupid! How do you fucking live? How have you existed this long on the earth without dying when you're this stupid?
And how it knows the wind is behind it. And how it knows the wind is against it.
Fucking pardon me? Yeah, they do. The butterfly can feel the wind. Okay, so like traveling long distances seems ridiculously hard, right? But in fact, it's not because of the vast time scale that they've needed to have to be able to find that natural rhythmic pattern. Now, you want to tell me that something that they deal with literally on a daily goddamn basis is something that they can't figure out either? Dude, can you not feel the fucking wind on your fucking skin? Or are you like that guy, the villain from James Bond who has that shit lodged in his fucking brain and doesn't have feeling anymore? Because, dude, I can feel the fucking wind when you go outside, and I'm pretty sure something as tiny as a goddamn butterfly is going to notice the fucking wind a whole lot more than any of us. Yes, it can make fucking changes in the wind.
The moon goes round the earth round the sun. Everything within the universe is taking its course. Who has set this course?
Oh my god, nobody needed to set the fucking course, you fool! It just happened that way! The fact that it happened doesn't mean that it needed to be set into motion. What the fuck? That doesn't make any sense! If you put a fucking marble or something like that in a goddamn bathtub, it's gonna float to the fucking bottom of the tub. Does that mean somebody pulled it to the bottom? No! It was goddamn gravity. That's the same fucking way that the planets formed. It fucking happened because gravity made it fucking happen. God damn it! Fuck!
Who has set everything within the position they are? Everything is running perfect.
What? No, it's not. It doesn't run perfectly at all. In fact, think of something like a goddamn quasar. It's a giant fucking energized, terrifying black hole that shoots a fucking energy beam out the goddamn center like Cyclops. It fucking destroys planets and whole solar systems and shit, you fool. How is that perfect? It's not fucking perfect at all. What about the sun? What about the fucking sun? What about the Earth's sun is eventually going to expand, setting the goddamn Earth on fire and leaving it in an apocalyptic fucking fiery hellscape. And all of the fucking people are gonna fucking die if there's any of them left on the fucking Earth. And I don't know, maybe that's your apocalypse. Maybe that's the rapture that they always talked about. And maybe Jesus will fly down on a fucking winged horse and tell everybody, hey, by the way, I'm taking all the fucking Christians up, but I don't really believe that many fucking years into the future. Oh my god, I'm lightheaded. This stupid has made me dizzy. Okay. Suffice it to say that it is far from perfect. None of it is perfect. It's imperfect. You fuckhead.
Without a single mistake.
Not one mistake. Not a single nope, no fucking mistakes here. Not a fucking mistake. The fact that the Earth and Moon were created when a fucking collision between the Earth and a smaller bodied planet happened, and then it fucking exploded like a goddamn lava lamp and created a little ball outside, and then it fucking all coalesced into the Earth. Yeah, no, you know what? That wasn't a mistake. It was meant to happen. What the fuck?
One mistake, there will be no Earth.
Okay, yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah, I guess in the early universe, if there was one difference, not a mistake, because it wouldn't have been a fucking mistake, because again, that is assuming human fucking characteristics onto inanimate objects. It's not like the universe made a fucking mistake. If it happened to have a different outcome because of one of the parameters being slightly different at the beginning, fine. Then it would have been different, sure, and the Earth might not have existed, fine. But that doesn't mean that a God exists. How does that mean that a God exists? That doesn't make any fucking sense. Where's your argument? Give me a goddamn argument.
Everything is running exactly the way it was set. Who set them?
No one. No one fucking set them. Nobody fucking set them. This isn't like a goddamn clock, you fucking jackass.
Who leads this blind snake to this tree? There are hundreds and thousands of trees.
Now we're back to the fucking snake again? Okay, you know what? He goes through like a recap of all of the stupid, crazy fucking shit that he fucking talked about earlier, so we're gonna skip that and jump back to the end, okay? Cause this is, I'm not doing it again. I'm not doing it again. My blood pressure is so high right now, I think that I could die of a goddamn aneurysm.
ربنا الذي أعطى كل شيء خلقه ثم هداه. The Quran said 1400 years ago,
Probably not. Probably fucking not. I would assume that the Quran didn't say shit about this 14,000 years ago. And if it did, 4,000 years ago, again, we've already had like a fucking massive amounts of scientific advancement than when the fucking Torah was written. So yeah, you know what? I guess it could be a little bit fucking more accurate, but that's not because of the Quran. That's because people were fucking smarter. They learned from their goddamn mistakes, and then you put a bunch of their fucking knowledge into a goddamn book and said that it was a fucking credited by God, and God must have done all these amazing feats that human beings fucking actually did. Give human beings like some goddamn fucking credit, you piece of shit. You're like one of these goddamn people who deny that the fucking pyramids were built by humans. No, dude, human beings are pretty goddamn amazing, and we come up with amazing shit all the fucking time. It's amazing that some of the fucking skyscrapers in Dubai fucking happened. That shit's amazing, alright? But that doesn't mean that it was built by fucking God, you
Allah is the one who has created everything and then guided it. Our Lord Allah is the one who gave to everything according to its capacity, its form, its shape, its powers and effects, and made them by his perfect wisdom as was necessary and required.
Okay, so he said that. I guess that means that I have to fucking take it as truth, right? Fuck you.
Then Allah guided them and Allah taught them. Ponder over Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's creation. Any creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, no matter how small it is, how insignificant it may seem, wallahi, it will lead you towards Allah. It will lead you towards the creator. It will lead you towards the designer. It will lead you towards the maker.
Will it? Will it really? Will it fucking seriously? Because I'm pretty sure that science directly studies the fucking natural world, and all of it has led us to believe that none of that shit exists. At least no evidence has ever been given to prove that it exists. So the default fucking thought is that it doesn't fucking exist, and there's no reason to rationally believe that it does, just like there's no reason to rationally believe that a fucking unicorn started the goddamn universe. I mean, a unicorn started the fucking universe is just as rational as me thinking that your fucking God started the universe. Did the unicorn did it? Did the unicorn do it? Is that what happened? Did it do it? Is that what you think? Fuck you!
Time after time, our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam has ordered us to ponder over the creation of Allah. تفكروا أكثر التفكر والاعتبار. Spend time pondering and thinking.
So the Quran tells you to ponder over the creation of Allah, and yet you fucking deny that science is real? Is that what you're trying to tell me? So the Quran specifically says that you're supposed to study the world, which is exactly what science does, and then you directly contradict the fucking Quran by not actually studying fucking science? Is that what you're saying? Because if that's what you're saying, then you're a goddamn contradictive fuck. And this is the problem, you jackass. Your fucking religion makes you think that scientific discoveries are somehow a goddamn bad thing. And they're not a bad thing. That's how this fucking shit is fucking damaging. There was a time in fucking Islamic culture where they had a fucking renaissance of amazing shit. They came up with all kinds of mathematics, they came up with all kinds of amazing things, and it was credited actually from my research partially because of this passage in the fucking Quran. But then some asshole came along and was like, hey guys, you know what's way better than believing in fucking rational, reasonable fucking arguments? Just believing that the Quran is inerrant and doesn't fucking have any problems in it in any way, and that we have to believe that it happened exactly word for word the way that it fucking said. And ever since then, there has been a fucking massive deficit in Islamic scientists. Because if you believe in Islam, you're fucking contractually obligated to not believe in fucking science. And that is goddamn damaging, you people. Holy shit, if you're directly taught that you're not supposed to believe in rational things, then of course you're going to believe irrational goddamn nonsense all the time. This is the problem. This is what I always say. I always say that I want, just like Matt Delahanty from the fucking Atheist Experience, I want people to believe as many true things as possible and disbelieve as many false things as fucking possible. Alright? Because that way, then we don't have stupid people believing dumbass things for bad reasons. Because the problem is, every time you believe something for a bad reason or no reason at all, it can affect you in other ways. Case in point, this whole thing here. And there are tons and tons of examples of this. It's fucking damaging, and it doesn't help anybody.
تفكر ساعة خير من قيام ليلة. Pondering for a short while is better than spending the whole night in nafil worshiping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. تفكروا في خلق الله. Ponder over the creation of Allah. تفكروا في آلاء الله. Ponder over the blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Is it wrong that it drives me nuts that their religion requires them to say a little prayer after every time they speak the name of Allah? Is there a problem with that? Is there? Because I think it's really weird. But you know what? I guess magic words are important when you believe in fucking magic.
Time after time, our Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam has ordered us to ponder. Why? Because pondering over the creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will lead us, will help us to recognize Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Then why aren't there more Muslim scientists? I'm asking this as nicely as I possibly can. Why don't you promote more Muslim scientists? Why aren't there more Islamic scientists? Why is that, guys? If you're supposed to ponder the creation of Allah and it's the most important thing to do, then more of you get fucking pondering.
And the recognition of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will strengthen our faith, it will strengthen our yaqeen, it will strengthen our belief.
You know, but apparently it doesn't because very few of you are willing to actually study it. Oh my god. And you know what, guys? I'm going to leave it right there because, like I stated at the beginning, we're going to do this in a few different parts. So, thank you very much for watching the show. If you enjoyed it, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. If you really enjoyed it, why don't you check us out on Patreon? If you do, you can get your name in the credits and all kinds of other super cool perks, which is awesome. And, as always, keep evolving.
You've got to get mad.